Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. My dad and I are on vacation in Florida and we're fishing for peacock bass in Palm Beach County.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters. Yes, folks, as our Florida trip continues, we're on famous Lake Ida in Palm Beach County, Florida, and we got our buddy with us today. It's Seth Funt, right?
Nice to see you.
And Seth, you are a captain down here, and you run all different types of charters.
Yes, we do.
What do you do?
Well, we do sailfish, we do Bahamas, we do a lot of inshore fishing, and we really just enjoy spending time on the water with folks that don't get to experience, lovely South Florida. And this is one of the best places in the world to come and do it, the world famous Lake Ida.
Well, Lake Ida is a freshwater lake and pretty famous for peacock bass. And you know what? I'll tell you what, I was here the other day on my own throwing plastics, never caught a decent fish. The key here is live bait. And you want to explain the process, how you catch your own live bait?
The more bait you can have, the more successful you can be, during the course of a fishing day. Once you find them and you can load the well with them, you can be pretty successful, and it's a great day on the water.
The hummingbird is extremely important, folks. How Seth finds these fish is he has me drive real slow, and when you see the big lobs of the bait, what do? You throw a big net.
We try and get over them so we can get the net on top of them, and that changes our day.
So we're going to catch a fish or two now that we have the bait?
I hope so.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it, all of that coming up right after this. Hey muskie fishermen, the biggest muskie event of the year will take place April the 20th at the Fleet Farm store in Stevens Point. Listen to who will be there. Pete Mena, Rob Manthei, Steve Herbeck, I'll be there, and other muskie experts too. We have special sales on all muskie lures. We have some giveaways. You can get muskie rods and reels. As a matter of fact, if you buy a reel, we'll put line on it for you. Again, that's April 20th, the biggest muskie event of the year at the Fleet Farm store in Stevens Point. Be there. Welcome back, folks. As we talked about at the top of the program, famous Lake Ida in Palm Beach County, Florida. I have never caught a peacock bass. I have never caught a clownfish. I'm going to today. And show us how you rig up this minnow. What do you do here?
Either through the nose, in the back, or sometimes through the belly, depending on how we want to present the bait.
And no sinker.
To start, we're going to fish just hook and line, no leader, just straight to 8-pound.
Now, do you think Blake will catch fish today?
I think everyone's going to catch a fish.
All right, let's go.
At least that's the plan.
Let's go. Hey, here we go. Look at this. Is this a peacock we got on?
I think it's our traditional largemouth bass.
Oh, really?
What a beautiful one at that.
Oh, yeah. That is a nice largemouth to start our day. There we go. Wow. And the largemouth bass, they'll swim right along with the peacocks.
Yeah,
huh?
They all swim together. It's pretty incredible that these fish all congregate together. They all feed the same thing. It's beautiful Florida largemouth bass.
Hold that one up for the camera. I mean, that's a real nice largemouth. Good start to the day, buddy. What do you got?
Oh my gosh, I think a clown.
You think that's going to be a clownfish?
Yeah.
We're in the clownfish spot, Blake. All right, hold on.
Wow, that was a cool bite.
What happened?
I just saw the line get tight, and Seth told me once that happens, you set that hook as hard as you can.
And oh, look at that. How's the, that fight is awesome, Blake.
It is fun.
Okay, what do we got there?
That's what we call a sunshine bass.
Okay.
This is species number 2 for us today.
Look at that.
These
it's a beautiful
it's
fish.
A cross between a freshwater striper and a white bass.
Okay. And those get to be how big about?
That's, I mean, they get a little bit bigger than that, but that's what we would definitely call a trophy fish for this lake, that's for sure.
Oh, really?
All right, Blake, way to go.
Well,
Nice
he
job.
definitely fought like a trophy fish.
Way to go.
Thank you.
Species number 2.
Woo!
Seth, it's kind of interesting, you know, we talked at the top of the program how you're just using these baits in a single hook. But my question to you is, you just let them free swim, and that's what attracts the predator?
We let them free swim, and the predator can track the bait and eat it pretty naturally. Sometimes we'll do a drop shot rig. We're fishing over a wreck or something, but right now we're targeting that late afternoon clown knifefish, which is a really difficult fish, but it's important for us to nip this one off to get our grand slam.
Is that a clown, you think?
Don't know yet.
Okay, I'll tell you, with the clown you're telling me he'll spool you, right?
They usually take a ton of line on the take.
Okay. How does he feel?
Well, I don't know yet.
Okay.
I don't even think he knows what's going on yet. Oh, it's another small sunshine bass.
Another sunshine bass.
Look at that. What a day on sunshines.
Hey, that's all right, buddy. But these clownfish we're looking for will spool the reel?
When they take, oftentimes when they take, you'll know it's him because the first thing that'll happen is he'll grab it and he will dump the reel.
Oh my gosh.
Stay tight. Just keep a tight line, right?
Yep, the line went tight and oh, it's another
Another whitey?
Yep.
Or what do we call him here?
Sunshine bass.
But
Okay. You can flip him in, Blake, or is he too big?
I think I need the net.
Okay. Well, we're hoping for that clownfish, but hey, I'll tell you what, these are fun to catch. And what a cool example of freshwater fishing, though. That's another beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, that's another big one.
Now that is a
beautiful.
nice fish right there, Blake.
Yeah, it's very pretty too.
And one thing I wanted to ask Seth, you know, he runs fishing lodges up in Rhode Island, and you guys go after a similar species to that in the ocean there, and those are called stripers?
Those are called striped bass. It's a different species, oceanic swimmer. They breed way out in the Atlantic Ocean, and then they come in to feed tidally on bunker and herring. And those fish up in the Northeast can range anywhere from 25 to 60 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Truly an amazing fish. It's one of the staples in the Northeast.
And great table fare too on those.
Absolutely excellent. People have been chasing them for decades.
Oh, here we go. Switch to the peacock bass, and I got to tell you something, folks. This is kind of interesting. And whoa, there we go. Peacocks are good fighters, huh, Seth?
Oh, they're the best.
Okay, buddy. All right, man. Is that?
Beautiful one.
Hey, my first peacock bass ever. Do they have teeth?
Nope, just like a regular
I
bass.
know. I'm down here in Florida, man. I don't like to grab anything unless I know. But that, folks, right there is a
Nice.
peacock bass. And they originated in what country?
Well,
South America, right?
They were originally brought in here by Fish and Wildlife to cut down on the tilapia population, and
Okay.
they've really taken over and become one of our
Whoa.
premier sport fish that we target inshore here.
And what's so cool, folks, if you ever largemouth bass fish up north, other than the live bait, it's the same technique. You look for docks like this and try to pitch under docks.
Yes, sir.
Boy, is that now, is that an average?
I would say that's an average size fish, and usually the males have a big hump on the back of their head.
That was like my next cast there, Seth. Ooh, this one feels pretty good, buddy. This one feels pretty good. Okay, ooh, look at that. I'm gonna let you hold that one up.
Now that's the male right there.
Hey, we're gonna see the humpback head here now, folks. This is cool. That is really neat. And again, if you want, you can point that out to the folks at home. The males now are...
So now this has a hump on his head, and that's the male of the two. And unlike most fish, the males get larger, a little more dominant, and they like to spawn and stay together.
You know, no food value in these, but
No, we catch and release them.
It's sporting, like, you know, at its finest, right?
It is.
Hey, here we go. Seth has got one on. What do you got there, buddy?
Well, we got a...
Oh my gosh, that's not beautiful colored peacock, isn't that?
That's not a peacock, that's a rock bass.
A what?
A rock bass.
I have never seen one of those. Rock bass up north are entirely different.
This is a rock bass, a Florida rock bass.
Now, can you eat those?
I mean, I guess you could eat anything with enough garlic.
Yeah, no kidding. That's a good point. Hey, we're going to close the day here with another fish here in the back. And what do I have here?
Nice largemouth bass.
All right. There we go. Nice largie there. Hey, Seth, come on back, buddy. I'll tell you what, we only had a half a day to fish, and I really appreciate you showing us the peacock bass. That was a lot of fun. And we get back down here next year. Can we do this again?
Would love to take you guys again. It would be my pleasure.
Well, hey, thank you, and thanks, Shimano. Appreciate it. And I guess we got one more half day. We might go for some more snook tomorrow.
Sounds fantastic.
Hey, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it.
My pleasure. It was a real blast.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm, John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2023 Fishing Contest. This week's first winner, Stephen Wagner of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, caught this 47-inch tiger muskie in Waukesha County using a hot dog. Sam Noto of Frankfort, Illinois, caught the 16-inch yellow perch on Lake Michigan using a minnow. Mike Gominski of Lake Villa, Illinois, caught this 22-inch largemouth bass on Hastings Lakes using a tip-up. Joe Miller of Stevens Point, Wisconsin, caught this 10.5-inch bluegill using a tungsten jig. And this week's first kid winner is Mason Holmes of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, caught this 14.5-inch perch on Green Bay using a live minnow. And Cassidy Krupp of Kewaskum, Wisconsin, caught this 14.25-inch crappie on Bayfield County Lake using a shiner.
The skies are clear, shine on and on. Wisconsin woods and waters we all own. The skies are clear, shine on and on.
Hey, folks, you want to have a heads up on fishing in the month of April in the Midwest? Tune in to Amsoil's YouTube channel. Pete Beta and John Gillespie will talk about all the areas and the techniques that you can use for the month of April in the Midwest.
I'm here with Sean at the Clam and Blackfish Gear headquarters in Rogers, Minnesota. And it's very important to have warm gear in the in-between seasons before you have to wear your heavy ice armor. And that's why we like the Storm Skin. But what makes the Storm Skin different from the soft shell?
The standard soft shell is bonded, where a Storm Skin is actually a two-piece garment that allows it to not only be waterproof because we can seam tape it, but that allows for a more unrestricted feel when wearing it.
And it also comes in a bib, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome, and my dad and I love the Blackfish Storm Skin for sure. For more information, go to blackfishgear.com or Fleet Farm.
They say great minds think alike, which could explain why for over 50 years, more anglers have chosen Humminbird to see the water more clearly. Our tech predicts where the bites are, and our innovations foreshadow the sport's future. We've helped anglers win tournaments and the weekend, taught them to fish smarter, not harder. So, if you're not already on board, it's worth asking yourself why, when the people in the know agree that Humminbird is simply, clearly better.
You know, folks, with my buddies using leeches and crawlers all day, I'm glad I've got the Johnson Pump washdown kit. All I can do then is spray down the boat and get all that stuff out of there. But the Johnson Pump washdown kit has another use. It's 92 degrees and humid today. Now watch. I'll take care of my buddy Tom in the back. Ah, there we go, Tommy.
Holy
hey,
smokes, does that feel good?
Oh, there we go, buddy.
92 and humid.
Oh, Johnson Pump washdown kit. What do you think of that, buddy?
I love it. I need one.
Yeah.
Can you put them on pontoon boats?
They're great for pontoon boats. There you go, buddy.
Wait until my wife sees that one. I'm going to get her too.
Yeah, folks, that was fun catching those peacocks the other day. Ryan, the photographer, and I actually have one day left down here in Florida, and we're out on the Atlantic Ocean, and we came out of the Indian River and went about 14 miles down, and that right there is the St. Lucie power plant. And kind of like at home on Lake Michigan, they have pipes that come out and take in water and put out water, and you can see the bubbles, or the bubblers in the water, they look like, and that holds a lot of fish, and we can catch jack crevalles, cobia, sharks, anything in this area. And I'm just going to use a very simple deal here, a Google-Eye jig and a jerk minnow. And this is fun out here, folks. It's a lot of action. Oh, well, I got something small on it. Well, I don't know how small it is. It's coming at me, folks. Let's see here. And that's so cool how all the different species are attracted to these warm water intakes and outtakes. Now he knows he's hooked. Okay, and taking a little line there. Oh my gosh. You know, when I first hooked this fish, folks, it didn't seem big, but I'll tell you what, he got close to the boat, and this is just tough to get these in, man. Okay. Okay, here he comes, and this is going to have to be, there we go. We
Nice
got the
work.
fish. All right. Ryan, have you ever seen a fish fight like that?
Crazy.
I mean, that is incredible, folks. Let me get this unhooked and I'll show you a Jack Crevalle. Okay, folks, now this is a Jack Crevalle, and they'll get up to 40, 50 pounds. And literally, we are getting a bite every single cast, aren't we, Ryan?
It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, now that's a Jack, and no food value there, but a great sport fish. Yeah, poor Ryan, the photographer, he's trying to fish with me. And seriously, Ryan, it is every single cast you get a bite.
Well, for you it is. I haven't even been able to get a cast.
And when you get a bite sometimes and miss them, they actually bite that jerk minnow right in half.
Yeah, seen that twice already.
Yeah, okay, we got ourselves another Jack Crevalle. Yep, another Jack Crevalle. And there are cobia here, there are mackerel here, and there are sharks here too. So, but seriously, folks, every time I cast out into that bubbler deal, man, I get ripped, and the hit, Ryan, almost takes the rod out of your hands.
Yeah, I'd like to experience that if you give me a second here.
Okay, folks, there's after one cast with the jerk minnow, and that's what a jerk minnow usually looks like. Bit it off here and there, and you go through the jerk minnows like you do live bait, Ryan, you know? Hey, look at that, Ryan's got a fish on.
Unbelievable, finally.
What's it feel like, buddy?
It feels small-ish compared to what you caught.
Well, we don't know what they are.
No, we don't.
You had to come back here, huh?
Yeah, you really don't have a lot of control. You just kind of got to do what they're telling you to do.
All right, well, just keep pulling, buddy.
He is like right underneath the boat.
There is another Jack Crevalle.
Let's bring him up on the swim platform here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, way to go, buddy.
Let's go.
No, they just battle you. They're like a giant bluegill.
It's crazy. They dart. Oh, they go everywhere. I mean, it's just insane. That's a cool fish. They're just such. I can't imagine one of these being gigantic.
Well, we stay out here a while. We got a shot at a 30-pounder.
That's what you've been telling me.
Ryan, as hard as you work, it is sure nice for you to grab a rod once in a while, isn't it?
I appreciate you taking me out on a guide trip, John. This is awesome.
The guide trip's pretty easy when you got a power plant and those bubblers coming up, right?
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's just, there's so much fun. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's just.
Ooh, big one?
I think so. I mean, maybe.
Ooh, yeah.
These fish are weird because first it feels like they're coming at you, and then they switch directions and they're going everywhere and underneath the boat. And I mean, it's the closest thing I've seen is when we're on Lake Michigan, you catch a big laker or something.
Okay, what do we got there, right?
Another Jack, I think.
Yeah, you can. I don't know.
You think I can flip him in?
I think there you go, buddy.
Oh my God, he just inhaled it.
Nice.
Look at the jerk minnow.
Where is it?
Just
unbelievable.
I mean, they absolutely crush it.
And we're being honest with the folks. It is literally a bite every single cast.
Either that or, I mean, yeah, you get bit off or you get a fish on. I mean, it's
Last year
nuts.
when I was out here, I had one of those on, and about a 10-foot shark came right up next to the boat and ate it.
No, it didn't.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh my gosh.
All right, buddy.
This is cool. I mean, they just fight like nuts. It's just crazy.
Meet Chris McGillis of McGillis Weimer, experienced personal injury lawyers.
A lot of the people that watch your show, I mean, those are the type of customers and clients that we have, right? I mean, good people, care about their community, they're passionate about the outdoors. That's just been a way to have a bond with somebody in a relationship. To truly tell a client's story to a jury or a judge and be persuasive, I really think you gotta be able to walk in their shoes and be able to explain why what happened to them matters.
Well, I'm here at the Amsoil Mechanical Lab with my buddy Len Groom. And Len, everybody knows me for fishing, but I actually have to do other work too. I gotta mow the lawn, I gotta weed whip, chainsaws, rototillers, all these different things. And I've been using Sabre for years for two-stroke. What I've always liked about it is that it's one mix. But tell me more about why is it cleaner, why is it better?
We have package sizes no matter what size gas can you want to mix, but your main thing with you is you have so little time that you want the equipment to work. You need it to run when you have to go and cut the grass, as much as we all hate doing that. We do a lot of testing on Sabre, as you can see. One of the things that we've found is key is cleanliness. So we build that into the product. We test it to be sure that the pistons, the combustion chambers aren't going to gum up, and that the product is going to run in the limited time when you need it to work.
So if you want to get back to fishing like me, check this out at amsoil.com.
Easter is right around the corner, and every year we have a huge brunch on Easter Sunday with lots of delicious food. But my favorite is the Johnsonville Maple Syrup Sausage Links. They're made with 100% premium pork and real Vermont maple syrup. They are delicious. All you have to do is cook them on low to medium heat for about 12 minutes, and you really can smell that maple syrup. Dad, you want to try?
Ooh, I smelled those all the way upstairs. I gotta try that.
Do you taste that Vermont maple syrup?
That is really fabulous.
Can I have some?
Every Easter, I love that, folks.
Yes.
Look for the maple flavored sausage links.
At your favorite retailer today.
Boy, is that good.
You're really getting this down, aren't you?
Ho-hum, another fish.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that spot lock is so valuable on that Minn Kota,
Yeah, you couldn't. I mean, there'd be no way you could do this without it.
Ooh, is he taking it everywhere, huh?
I do like that they just go wherever. I mean, they're definitely not predictable.
Well, my photography isn't the best, but
it's great because it's a video of me.
Yes, I know. I want to show the folks that you get into this. Actually, turn that camera off for a minute, and you're still battling that fish, huh?
This is insane.
Yeah. And if you miss one, who cares? You're going to get one on the next cast.
It's crazy. I like how they go underneath the boat. It really bows the rod over.
Okay, there's another.
Oh, another jack.
Another Jackie Crevel that you can flip in here, Ryan, I think. All right.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm.
Oh yeah. Those St. Croix inshore rods, though.
I was just gonna say that because
aren't they nice?
We're flipping these fish in.
And let's see, hold that guy up there. There's so many of them down there, they swipe at it, everything else. But no, you got to go and tell Vera, your girlfriend, how fun this is,
I'll show her the show. I'm excited to watch it with her on Saturday morning. This is just so cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is what we've been catching a lot of that we haven't been filming here, folks. And I'm not sure what this is. We have a fish identification deal on our phone, and I think these might be mackerel. If they're mackerel, they're good to eat. But they're fun. Those are in the top of the water column, folks. So in other words, you cast out and start jigging right away, and we're in 35 feet. Ryan, they make those rod harnesses like a belt that you can wear.
Yeah, maybe.
That's kind of what we should probably get next time. This isn't a real big one, but it hit immediately, and I saw fish jumping out there. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a jack, and it is. Whoa! There we go.
Nice work.
All right. This is. Normally, folks, you watch our show, we always have another guy or Blake in the boat. Makes it a little bit easier. Yeah, pound for pound, that's one of the fightingest fish I've ever seen. And, Ryan, I can't really... I know there's more than jack bells and mackerel here, but some of the fish relate more to the bottom. And our jigs can't even get to the bottom, By the time you cast out, your hit is almost immediate, isn't it? So maybe on the bottom there's grouper or snapper or whatever. I'm just having fun catching fish. How you doing up there in the front of the boat there, buddy?
Ho-hum, another fish.
Yeah, and it is kind of interesting. We went, 2 casts and said what?
Well, they must have stopped biting.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, bang, go.
Bang. This was about 2 cranks. I cast in another direction per your advice.
And bang.
This is like catching a 50-inch muskie on every cast. Look at that. All right.
Well, I think he's finally tired.
Who, me or the fish?
Yeah, both. Ooh, are you flipping that guy in? Wow, you got a lot of guts.
Oh my gosh.
Nice job, Ryan.
This is a great rod and line combination, honestly.
I got to talk a little bit about that 30-pound Seaguar Smackdown.
I don't know where to grab this
It's a great line
fish.
for inshore fishing, isn't it?
I mean, I'm tying direct. I mean, these fish are just absolutely annihilating it.
Oh, good
I'm
job,
sorry,
man.
I don't know how to hold these fish up, so I'm looking like kind of an idiot
That's the way
here.
to hold them up. All right, buddy. Great job, man. I don't know what to say.
There's nothing else you can really say.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. You know, I tried this last year with our walleye rods, Ryan. I was completely outmatched by the fish, you know?
Well, you live and you learn, right?
See how they fight on their sides like that, folks? That's why they're so difficult to get in and so much fun to fight. Well, there we go. We should tell the folks, Ryan, probably been fishing about an hour.
Maybe,
You know?
yeah.
That's all. And you could stay out here all day if your arms could hold up. But again, this is the Fort St. Lucie power plant between Fort Pierce and the mouth of the St. Lucie River. Very next to us, Ryan.
It's incredible. You really can't
Now, we looked at the weather forecast for today, and the wind's supposed to switch around to the southeast, so probably catch one or two more and go in, okay? Yeah, I think that's what we'll actually put on the screen when we edit, when we find out for sure what these are. But I think they're mackerel, and I do believe that they're pretty good to eat, right? So we'll put that on the screen, right, when we figure it out.
Hopefully we figure it out.
Okay, Ryan. Okay, buddy.
You tired yet?
Yeah, well, we've been seeing a couple of sharks coming up to the top and eating there, haven't we?
Everybody's
eating. Okay, and in the net, there we go, Ryan.
Nice work.
Got to have good balance out here, you know, with these rollers.
Yep.
But what a couple hours of fishing, huh?
Absolutely incredible.
Yeah. I mean, again, this is the power plant, Port Lucie power plant between Port Lucie and
Fort Pierce.
And Fort Pierce. I'll hold this one up.
You're out of breath.
Then let's go have it in Johnsonville.
That sounds good.
Jack Crevelle's, buddy. They sure tire you out, don't they?
Oh my gosh. It's like I said earlier, it's like catching a big muskie on every single cast. I mean, just the way they fight.
Do you have fun?
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is great.
Here he comes, right up out of the weeds. Oh, baby, you hammered it. What a way to start the day. What I love about this new Mickey Acme Tungsten jig is it features two Mickey ears that are almost like a crankbait bill coming off the front of the jig. What this does is allow it to plane, act like a jigging type of minnow, and as you pop it, it bounces and gives real erratic action. You can see the difference in the action, and that's gonna seal a deal for the fish eating it right now. This is a technique and a jig that fish have not seen yet. It's unbelievable. You gotta get this jig underneath the ice this year.
Well, what a great vacation, folks. Got a lot of different kinds of fish. And that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know if we're going to fish yet. We will find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John.